Hey,
What's
happy
happening?
KOTG Tuesday. We're back.
Brian, I was watching my phone waiting for the show to start, and I noticed the triangles. The intro was a little bit different, man. It was like little Doritos floating around there. That was awesome, man. I thought that was cool.
Oh, nice.
Was this the first time? Was this a new one? Did we do that last week? I didn't even notice.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I haven't watched it.
He doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't even watch
That
it
looks
on
different.
the screen, so yeah. Whatever it was, it sounds like it was cool. I'm hoping
Yeah,
everybody
I liked
else
it.
enjoyed it.
We're stepping our game up a little bit.
But yeah, good to see
Happy
everybody.
KOTG Tuesday, everybody. Welcome.
The chat is going crazy already, man. Everybody's acting like they're Oprah.
Maybe it is Oprah.
You get a hat.
Yeah,
We might be able to make that. We might be able to make that happen.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
we'll see.
Right on. Yeah, I got mine
Awesome.
right now, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
That black on black is sharp.
I like it.
I thought about it and I was like, nah, it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna have sweat stains all over it. It's gonna be half white by the end of summer. And then I saw you post it and I'm like, dang it.
Bill doesn't sweat.
No.
He lives in Missouri.
No,
Yeah, there's no sweat in
shoot.
there, right?
No moisture out here. Get out of here.
It's not
No
even humid
moisture.
at all in July.
I will be honest. I don't usually wear hat mowing. I need to, but ever since I started shaving my head when my hair was falling out, it just didn't feel quite right wearing a hat. So I've just gone hatless. It does feel weird usually to wear a hat, even though growing up playing baseball, I was those guys that would never take their hat off growing up, and then my hair fell out. So, but I love it. So this thing will stay clean for a while, I'm sure.
I have to wear one. I have like my mowing hats, they're just trash, and I have my like nice hats, But my
Yeah.
mowing hats,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll sweat all the way through the brim and it'll be dripping off the bill.
Sure.
If I don't, like I can't mow like a stripe for. I'm like trying to wipe it out of my eyes, like trying to blow it out of my eyes.
Blowing up on your eyes.
Oh man, just sweating so bad. Like get done, wring my t-shirt out. But that was before the old John Deere 0 turn, so maybe not so much now.
Hey, yeah.
We never really know how to answer those questions when customers they send us a picture of a hat that's obviously been sweated a shit ton in, and it's like I don't, and it's like discolored. It's like I
just
don't
got
know,
this
like,
hat.
Yeah, like
did you?
what did you do in that? Like any other hat that you get anywhere
He went running with the bulls. And
is
it's all
gonna have that happen.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
we
Well,
get it.
guys, we got an awesome show tonight, but before we start our shows, we like to grab a glass and keep off the grass.
Oh, okay.
No bush light, sorry.
Yeah.
This is
Grab your Stanleys, whatever you got to grab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't
This
tell
is
you about
Stanley.
that,
Yeah.
Rob.
No. You got to have a
Oh, he's
little.
got the Stanley. Okay.
Luckily, I got
shoot.
one. It's not mine. I promise. It's my wife's.
Hey, it's all hydration.
What do you
regardless,
got
so.
inside there?
It's just root beer tonight.
Nice. Okay.
I
All right.
almost put rum in it too,
Good choice.
but I'm recovering from a late night over the weekend.
There you go.
Still feel like death.
All right, so as you guys have seen in our stories, we've been posting like crazy of this awesome company called HatLaunch, and we've got Robert Ham on the show tonight to kind of talk a little bit about that company and his role in it. And so Robert, go ahead and take over.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm Robert. I'm the actual owner and founder here at HatLaunch. I started this thing a little over 5 years ago, just me in my basement selling hats on the internet. And fast forward to today, we do like 40,000 hats a month for thousands of small businesses across America.
That's
and
insane.
one of our biggest customer bases is the lawn care and property maintenance companies. So you guys are a big part of what helped me grow this thing. And basically the entire blue collar America, especially when you think about businesses that didn't have to close through COVID because they were deemed necessities. Those are our customers, and those are the people that we target and the people we want to work with. And it's just been a crazy ride. Started my life as a software engineer and somehow wiggled my way into making hats in my basement. But our biggest thing is we want to be the easiest, most hands-off, just numb easy. Like the way I do it when I build anything, and if my mom's listening, I'm sorry, but I want to make it so easy that my mom can do it.
No.
So like that's really the way I do everything. So our website should be the easiest way that you've ever found to buy hats online, and we only send shit that's really, really, really good out the door. And mom is also our main quality control person. So
Oh, nice.
if it's me doing it, I might let something slide, but mom doesn't. It gets thrown away, and we redo it every.
So you're doing, you said 40,000 a month?
Yeah.
So tell us about what got you started. Like what you said, I think it was, you said back in 2017 or 20, tell us a little bit about kind of, why did you decide to do this?
For sure. Yeah. I am, like I said, I was a software engineer before I got into making hats, but I mean, I still write code every day. That's what I do at the business is automation and the software side of things. But I was always doing side jobs. I always wanted to make more money, and I was always just staying up late, either working on websites or side gigs for other companies doing programming. And I ultimately wanted to do something for myself. And my family was in the restaurant industry, so I'm very familiar with like customers and customer interactions and making people happy and stuff like that. And I knew I could create a business myself online and probably be pretty good at it. Just didn't know really where to start. And I'm actually obsessed with cars. So the reason why I did all those side jobs is because I was always trying to afford the next car that I couldn't afford. And it was either get a better job, make more money to get the car, or take on side work to afford the car. So at one point, like this is like before I'm a big crazy CEO like I am now, I had like 5 cars, like a C6 Z06 Corvette, a BMW 135i that was on, I don't know if you guys know anything about cars, but a freaking drag pack. I think I was the first person to have a weld drag pack on a BMW 135i. Everyone made fun of me, but it was really fun.
Olee might know what that is.
Always a big car guy.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's 15s and skinnies on the front on a little 2-door BMW. Like you don't see that ever. So it's pretty cool. And lots of Ford Lightning. So loving cars. And I knew I wanted to start a business on the side. To the inciting event to actually me starting the business was my wife actually rented me a Lambo in Colorado when we were there on vacation. And driving that car through the mountains, like Lamborghini Gallardo was like always the car that I wanted, but I'd never driven one. I've only just seen them and been around them.
Yeah, me too.
But actually driving one was like, okay, all right, it's got to happen. It's like went home and I did the math backwards. How much money do I have to make each month to cover the car payments for a Lambo, insurance, everything, right? And I was like, all right, this is what I got to make. What business do I start to make that much money extra on the nights and weekends to afford the car? And that's basically where it started. I ended up finding a website where I could make some designs on shirts and sell them online. So I was kind of using a middleman website to do it for me. So I know cars, and on Facebook, there's groups of people that like Corvettes, they like Mustangs, and there's 80,000 to 100,000 people in those things where it's like fish in a barrel. You make a shirt that resonates with them, they buy it. So I sold like $2,500 in shirts in like 30 days. And I was like, that's awesome. Okay, this is cool. But car people love hats. And that's when the hat idea started. And there was no website to do what I was doing with shirts for hats. And that's when I started writing the website, got the website up. I found someone to make the hats for me. And the first night of launching it, I sold 100 hats. And I pretty quickly realized that, if I cut out the middleman and buy my own machine and do it myself, I can make even more money.
Sure.
Not realizing how much work goes into standing up every single night, stitching all these damn hats myself. So single head machine turns into a 6-head machine, which can do 6 hats at a time. And then once I got my big machine, or it might even be before that, but I posted that I got my first machine, and someone on my Facebook friends list messaged me and said they wanted 100 hats for their business. And I was running like 1 hat for one person, hundreds of times a week, right? And this one person that wanted 100 hats for themselves, I was like, okay, this is way easier It's one person I have to deal with because I was literally everything. I was customer service. I was setting the artwork. I was running the machines. I was shipping them. I was doing everything myself. And that's when I kind of pivoted to doing more business to business, like finding small businesses to sell to. But yeah, once I switched to that, and this is all still in my house, I finally pulled the trigger on getting it out of my house and getting a part-time employee. So this whole time I'm still doing my day job as a software engineer.
Yeah.
And at the time that I got it out of the house, like COVID had just started. And I went from working on site in St. Louis to actually working at home. So it was a perfect storm where I was working at home. I didn't have to commute to work every day. So that bought me back some time every day.
Sure.
And I moved it out of my house and got a part-time employee. And at that point, that was like huge inflection point of growth where I could focus on scaling and growing the business and the technology and the software behind it. And that person is just running the machines for me while I'm at work.
Nice.
And then from there, man, it's been 5 moves since in 5 years. We've got over 40 employees now.
Wow.
Like I said, 40,000 hats a month. I actually acquired a screen print business last year. So we have HatLaunch as well. So HatLaunch and HatLaunch. And
man.
I am currently renovating and building our new 60,000 square foot production space to move into in the next few months.
Wow.
So I'm the general contractor on that thing, doing it myself.
Now, will this building last you more than a year, you think, or are you going to have to move again? I mean,
every time we move, it's like, look how much room there is.
Yeah.
Look around, you're so excited. And then like a year
yeah.
later, it's like, well, shit, better start looking for a new building. But the building
That's
we're
pretty
in
incredible,
now,
man. That you definitely have found an untapped kind of need out there. That's really cool. And it sounds like you're benefiting from kind of keeping the quality in-house with all that stuff too, man.
Yeah, and a lot of the other guys out there on the internet, they're outsourcing everything. They don't want to do the hard, like the production. It is hard, man. Like every time we grow, like you need more machines, you need more space, you need more staff. And the machines are really freaking expensive. Like a 6 or 8 head machine, we're talking $70,000 to $100,000. And right now we've got 94 heads. So we've got like 12 of those. So just right there is 1.2 million in machines.
Wow.
And like Pat says, we're out of space. I've got all the comments.
I know they're coming in.
Good stuff. But yeah, it's just been a complete rocket ship journey. I did it for the first 3 years working the day job the entire time, and I finally quit my day job in June of 2021. So signed out, working from home for the last time in June of 2021, and haven't looked back since.
So do you guys help at all? Like say you're somebody like one of us or somebody in the chat or whatever, where, we got like an Instagram account and, we have a logo or something, or maybe we don't, or we want to try to do something different, new. Do you guys have anything where you could say, here's kind of what I'm thinking? Do you guys have software? Do you help at all with anything like that?
And that's actually something, a part of the business that I'm thinking about kind of expanding into is helping more with logo design, because I realize a lot of the small business guys don't really have something. And if they do, it's not something they're super proud of and they don't want to like spend money.
I was thinking like, what is the worst logo he's had? He's just like, oh God, really? I mean, he paid for it. He's already paid, babe. We got to do it. Like, we're like 32,000 customers in on this thing. I can tell you some stories about some logos that we've stitched. Anything you can imagine, we've done it. But no, I like anyone, like another cool part about us is like, it doesn't matter what format you have your logo in. It can literally be a picture of the side of your trailer all cockeyed, and we get those all the time. But we have to take that logo and redo it anyways. So to make it into a file that our machines can use, we're tracing it and redoing it anyways. So if anyone listening like has an idea for a logo, all you have to do is just send us that idea and we can make it happen. You're not going to get like the fully fleshed logo back, but you're going to get the hats with your vision on it that you can then get some designer to make that version for you too. But like for logo design, I recommend people go to, there's always Fiverr, but if you go to Fiverr, you're literally going to get the same logo that we've stitched 6,000 times now, where it's going to be like
the little strip of grass with the lawnmower and like your name above it. Like it's the same logo that everyone uses. So
like a little leaf sprouting out or something, and then the little
yeah. And let me make sure that this website is still right. I'm going to tell you guys. Yeah, so 99 Designs was a pretty cool website. And there's other ones like it too, but like you basically put your business out there and what you're looking for, and a bunch of designers will go in and submit their ideas for your logo. And it's kind of a contest, right? And if anyone likes graphic design and they're bored at home, it's actually really fun to get in there because it gives you something to do. Like one of the hardest parts about art is like, what do I make? What do I do?
Sure.
And it's like, oh, let's make this logo for this guy and see how it turns out. So it's you're kind of working for free, but it's fun. Yeah. I've done it a couple times, but yeah, it's a really cool thing where you get tons of ideas thrown your way, and then it goes through rounds, and like the first round you pick like 5 people that did the best, and then they go a bat against each other, and you pick, and then ultimately you land on the one that you like the most, and that's your logo. So it's super cool process, and you get a lot of ideas. Do they have
to like refine it each round? Like
you can submit
tweak, or just you can submit tweaks. The same thing.
Yep, you can submit tweaks and give people direction to make it better.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool, and and at the end of the day, it might cost you like $200, but you're going to get something that's
Nate, you should do that,
a lot better than a $5 to $10 logo.
Like if you win, what's a standard? Like do you have any clue of like, okay, I want a logo. Like,
yeah,
what do they charge? What do you have to pay to get this competition going? I mean,
in the end, it ends up. I think the one time we used it was like $100. It was like $200. So totally worth it. And the output's going to be way better than just going to Fiverr and getting the templated logo, where all they're doing is just typing your business name on a logo that everyone else already uses. Right. So, yeah, I love branding. I love design. I love creating company names that don't even mean anything or exist, just to create like this entity of something, just because I love doing that. I'm a creative person, and I could go on a whole tangent about what I think about branding and how you should name your business, but we can save that for another podcast.
So I did want to show a quick video here, kind of the process for some people that don't even know what embroidery machines and stuff look like. So let me pull this up real quick, and then we'll watch this.
Oh no, can't hear me.
Volume, Brian?
Oh, you can't hear it?
No audio.
Oh, dang. Let me go back to it then.
I look great though.
Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe I forgot to do the audio for that tab.
I gotta get up close to it.
I'm gonna have to do it just on the screen here. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna do it on here, make it full screen. You guys see that okay? Yep.
There we go.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You go to our website and place your order, and it shows up here.
That's how they actually show up too. They fall
just drop the box
into the machines can use.
I like this part.
If you have any questions or concerns with your order as it's going through the process, our customer service team will respond to you very quickly.
And they actually do.
They do.
I promise.
They do.
So we grab your hats, knowing that we only sell hats that we actually have on hand.
That's very expensive as well. Inventory sucks.
Your order goes out in the production queue.
I like how she's walking one way and then turn around how to walk back.
Production team member grabs your order, loads it in our system, stitches the hats, and then from here it goes over to quality control. So quality control, we're going to look at every hat in your order and make sure it matches what you ordered, what you wanted done to it, and that it is only high quality. We only send stuff out the door that's high quality.
Oh, where's the lighter,
A good way to tell that we're not lying when we say that is look at that box of hats right over there. Those are all hats that didn't make the cut.
That's crazy.
A lot of hats.
Your order gets a shipping label on it, and it waits to be picked up by USPS or UPS daily. Thanks for ordering with us. We hope you really enjoyed the process.
Maybe
And we're
if
always
you
open
do.
to feedback too. So anything along the way that you don't like or feel like could be better, please let us know. And also let us know once you get your hats and what you think of them. We hope you love them.
Well, I have to say, I love my hat. It is super awesome. And just like you said, amazing quality. Just the stitching and stuff is just super clean and tight. And yeah, it just turned out really, really well.
Appreciate that.
So,
Yeah,
Just
we,
how I like them. That came through. Damn.
yeah, you were muted there. We heard that. But yeah, no, I mean, great. And I've been talking with Jordan there, and you know, there were a couple hats we were questioning about, but he sent me pictures and was like, you know, hey, these hats and this quality, and you know, our quality team didn't pass it, but what do you guys think? And you know, I got okays from a couple of the other guys, and they're like, you know, those look fine. So
yeah, a lot of times we're our own worst enemy. Like our level of quality, like we end up putting ourselves in this endless hamster wheel of redoing something. When we show the customer, like, oh, it's great, send it. Like oh shit, we could have been done with this.
What makes
3 days ago?
What are some things that would make a logo or something that you have to stitch difficult for the machine to do?
A lot of it is just really small details. So one of the big parts that sets us apart from the other guys is like, we take your logo and that's what we stitch. We try to keep it as one-to-one as what you give us. And a lot of places won't stitch. It's like even just the text around your outer circle and your hat now, like a lot of places will tell you that's too small and they won't even try. And that's the reason is because it's hard to get that to look really well. And the more we've done this and the better we get, like we're actually pretty good at setting up right the first time. But we always test everything before we actually run production. So there's times where a design will get tweaked 50 freaking times until it's perfect. That doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. So it's a lot of, it depends. And if a logo has a bunch of colors, anytime there's a bunch of layers stacking on top of each other, and it's literally needle and thread. Like there is a needle going through that hat thousands of times, taking that thread. Like the chances for something to go wrong is very, very high. But you know, we've got it kind of down to a science, and our design team's really, really good at doing what we do now. You know, we've done it for over 32,000 customers now. So,
hey, Bill, can you hold that logo up to your camera? Because I think you're the one with.
But we also have leather patches, and you know, we're rolling out. We have access to PVC patches too now. But the leather patches are super cool. It's a lot easier than stitching. You just put it on a laser and it cuts it, and literally what you tell it cut, it cuts.
So what are PVC patches? Danny's saying in there too.
Yeah, it's I actually wish I had one on right now. I'd almost put it on, but it's like a rubberized patch. So if you ever had a hat that has like a rubberized, where it's actually rubber, those are I think it's a 24 or 48 piece minimum. Not sure, but it's a whole process where it has to actually have like a CNC cast made where it gets injected and molded. Like it gets injected with the plastic to actually make the patch. So that's why it has such high minimums, but so it ends up creating a super high quality product. But we're excited to get those going. But and ultimately we have to partner with someone to get those made because of the amount of equipment that's involved. But with everything that we do, we always want to do it ourselves. So at some point I'm going to probably bite the bullet and invest on getting that crap myself. But, I'll wait till we get in the new building before I go adding more branches of the business.
Sure.
So what happens when one of your machines go down? I see further dirt. It's like a lot of maintenance on those machines. Like
the machines we have now, the machines I started with, those things were just nightmares. But you know, we're using the best machines that you can get now, and it is actually kind of shocking. And we operate 24/7 Monday through Friday right now. And those machines are running all day, every day, millions of stitches. And it'll be like there's a part on them that kind of breaks pretty frequently, but it's such an easy fix that just the machine operator can do it.
Part of it, yeah.
But very few and far between do we actually have where a machine completely goes down. And if depending on where we're at, like as far as like workload goes, if it's like holy shit we're behind, I go in there and fix it.
Yeah.
But if it's something that can wait till a couple days, we have a technician that on call that'll come out and do it for me. But that's a very recent thing because I was the one always fixing the machines up until like 6 months ago. So
you kind of have to know them inside and out.
Yeah, and I learned that from staying up 3 or 4 in the morning trying to get the damn hats done. Like, and I had to figure it out. It's like I can't go to bed until the shit's done. So taking the machines apart myself and just fixing them myself. And now I know how they work, and I know how they work even better because I've actually taken them apart. So I know the ins and outs of them. So
you said you actually have a 94 head machine. They make a 94 head?
That's how many heads we have total.
Total, okay.
So, yeah,
what's the biggest machine?
Right now, our biggest machine, we have 6 of them, but they're 8 heads. So you do 8 heads time. But they make machines that go up to, 24 is a pretty big head machine. That's like freaking, I don't even know how you move that thing. It's so big. Yeah. But like our 8 head machines are 13 feet long.
Jeez.
I don't have a.
And so the 8, the heads basically are different colors, I guess you would.
No, each head has 15 different colors on it. So, and they're all, you can set them up to be different colors, but they're all the same. So,
you can make 8 hats at the same time.
Yeah, are doing the exact same thing. And if you threaded one of the needles differently, then head 3 would have a different output than head 1. But they're all the same. It's make more sense just to keep them uniform and just run the hat again to make it a different color. Because like if you guys wanted the the green part blue on a few hats, we would just separate that out and run it separately and change the color of the computer to blue on those hats.
You can't really see obviously on YouTube's or whatever, but the stitching is like it's in there. It's like nice and tight. It doesn't stick out. It doesn't like poof out. And then I like how in the back of the hat on the inside, all that crap is removed. So you don't have that shit scratch on my bald head when I'm wearing a hat. Cause that really irritates me. So that's like a nice touch. Have it a little bit clean on the inside.
We have people that sit there, and my mom's one of them, but literally sit there at every single hat with little tweezers and the little pick and their.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, every single.
Thank
hat.
you.
That's crazy.
Thank
you.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a Mother Mary. They're calling.
It makes a difference for me, not having the hair and everything. So.
Yep,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's our quality control department. It's been a crazy journey, and like. I don't know if I said it before we started, or I think we kind of at the beginning I said it, but this industry is a big part of my business and my growth, and just all of the blue collar service-based businesses in the United States. You guys are our customers, and it's just been awesome. And I love walking in and going to the rack that we have of pinning stuff to get shipped out. And just going through it and pulling out the different logos and of the different industries that just to see where people are ordering from, what their business is. And it's just crazy. Like every time it's a grab bag of lawn care, pressure washers, automotive shops, car dealerships. But then you'll see like a freaking Red Bull hat or Red Bull order hats from us. So we get those really crazy things too, where it's a big giant company that have ordered from us. And like we've done some hats for some really cool people, but our bread and butter is every day just getting 40 to 50 new small businesses in America to get 12 to 20 hats from us. And that's we're going to continue to do that. And we're the best at doing that. And I know anytime I have a new business or a new logo, like the first thing I want to do is put it on a hat because it's such a cool thing to wear. And like you put your hat on every day. If you see your logo on a hat, when you put it on every day, you really start to believe in that business or whatever you're working on. So it's, it's getting a little sentimental, but it's a little more than a hat.
It really is.
So I was going to ask, is there like one logo that's came across your table in the last year? You're like, oh, I got to make one for me. I'm keeping one of those. Like
there's way too many.
Yeah,
there's way too many. I stopped doing it because I have too many freaking hats at my house. They're just everywhere. But no, they're like we kind of have like a little wall of fame in my office at the shop.
That's cool. Yeah.
Of a bunch of really cool hats that we've done. Probably the coolest ones are the "Show Me Your Butthole" hats. I always get those.
What?
Oh man.
I saw there's a dude on like TikTok that's got like only dads.
Yeah,
And he says he ships out like 10,000 hats a day or so. I don't know. It's a crazy number. And I was like, dang, I wonder who makes them all for him. But
yeah. The whole TikTok space is just crazy with those hats right now.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm sure you see some interesting ones come through. Just people are coming up with some wild.
Yeah. We've only, and I will say that we've only turned down like a couple orders in the history of doing it. Now, anytime someone orders something like super trademarky, vulgar, but like if they're ordering like the Disney or the Nike logo, like they have to be from Nike or they have to be from Disney, or they have to show us like written proof that they have approval to use that.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to get.
But like the only times we've said no, one was like a neo-Nazi group where we're like, yeah, we're not going to touch this one. It's actually a funny story because I didn't even know what the hell the logo was, and this is a few years ago when I was still more involved with like getting orders through the process, and like my designer kept saying, he kept in the system, he kept just putting, we can't do this. And I'm like, what? Yeah, we can. That's easy. Like I didn't know what it was. Right. So I'd mark it as approved, and he would go back in and say, no, really, we can't do this. And then I was at home watching like a World War II documentary on Netflix or something, and it was like just faintly in the background of some part of the thing, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll put anything on a hat as long as it's not like hate speech or something like that. Yeah.
With like politics and Trump and all that, has that like kicked up a lot of the like special designs and people wanting to like
we get both sides of it.
Yeah.
We get both sides. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
So,
and
the election year coming up, you're probably like, heck yeah.
Let's go. Brandon went nuts when that went nuts. We get both sides of it, and both of them are actually pretty funny on both sides when we get them.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's always funny to see the workers too, like when they find a funny one and they bring it to you, and you're like, oh god. My mom's actually the one that does it more so for my dad. She'll find the really funny, quirky ones like that and make them for my dad and give them to my dad.
That's pretty cool.
So he's got a pretty cool hat collection now. Show all his buddies.
I was gonna ask, have you guys ever thought about like putting like your logo on the side or like inside maybe or anything like that?
That's actually a great point. You know, we've sent out over 800,000 hats.
Jeez.
That are like FlexFit, Yupong, Richardson, their hats. Nothing indicating that we did them.
Exactly.
And it comes back on the person remembering that they got them from us, or they're probably got the hat from someone else, so they don't even know where they got them from.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we're actually working right now on creating our own label, our own hats,
like a little
that
tag.
are gonna actually our own hats, like completely
nice.
Our own hats. It'll be under a different company name, but the only way you'll get them is through us. Yeah. And we're kind of taking all the things we love about like the Richardson 112, which is like everyone's favorite trucker hat, but the FlexFit 110 is my favorite trucker hat. That's what I'm wearing right now, because it actually has a flexible
like the FlexFit
inner band in it. So combining stuff like that, and then right now moisture wicking is super huge. So kind of taking all those really good elements that make a really good hat and making our own version of that, and then that's going to be what we.
Or even make one that's like water resistant too for guys that are outside and stuff, you know.
And that's what we're trying to do with this this rollout. And we're gonna have our own where we can actually advertise, you know, because I don't want to just go out there and say this is the best hat, you know, without it actually having any difference than the hats that we already offer. So we'll actually be able to, you know, run ads and sell hats that point back to us for once.
That's awesome.
Instead of these other guys, the hats that we sell are amazing. They're the best hats that you can get, but we know we can make a hat just as good, if not better, and have it be correlated to us and not some other company. So,
yeah, that'd be great to see some branding on there.
I just looked at chat, Josh. Yeah, I guess I didn't really finish the story there, did I? Left you guys on suspense. I did get the Lamborghini Gallardo. I've had it for 2 years now.
Awesome.
Nice.
It is a 2006 with 42,000 miles on it. The power steering just went out a couple months ago. It looks
sounds
really
like
cool,
you're driving it.
No, yeah, I drive the shit out of it. They're freaking amazing cars. The V10 5-liter straight pipe exhaust on it, and it sounds like a Formula One car. But yeah,
That's awesome.
You said you're around the St. Louis area, is that right?
Yep. Well, we're on the Illinois side, just like 10 minutes outside of St. Louis and Collinsville, Illinois.
Okay.
My
family's from Alton. My family's from Alton.
Oh yeah, we're 15, 20 minutes from Alton. So
yeah,
we go to the not riverfront. What the hell's the big stretch of road that goes right next to the river down there?
Yeah.
There's some cool bars.
You ever stop at Fast Eddie's?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Stop. I've passed out at Fast Eddie's.
Yeah. My dad went to high school with those guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really cool place.
Yeah, it's really cool. I could never get in there when I was a kid. So I was going down there to see my grandparents and everything, and they always talk about it. I could never go in there. And then when I turned 21, I'm like, that's where I want to go. Like, let's go down and get $1 brat and a beer and do all the
it's a shit show.
Fun stuff. Yeah. Well, especially since they expanded and bought the street outside and all that.
Yep.
It's even crazier now.
Yep.
But no, it's cool.
Nate might have to come do a little tour of your new facility and stuff.
Heck yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to have you out. And that's like, I think this is like my third podcast I've ever been on. Like, but I need to do more of this stuff, and especially with places like with you guys, like the blue collar guys that are creating the communities of people that are doing what you guys do. And I don't know, we've never even done trade shows or anything. We're just I'm just a hat guy on the internet selling hats to businesses on the internet.
You guys should go to
Equip. I was literally just going to tell you should just go to Equip Expo. It's like $12 for the 3 days to get in.
Yeah,
for all 3 days, and literally just walk around, hand out business cards.
Ole's got a 50% off coupon code for you too.
Yeah, $12.50.
Man. Shoot.
What, like 50,000 people that go to the Equip Expo or something like that?
It's huge.
Just humongous.
I don't really remember seeing too much apparel or anything like that. I don't know. Did you guys see anything like that?
There's some, but nothing.
That's where you would see tons of landscapers.
Hell, if you could take a machine there.
So we've done
to show it working.
We've set up right there and have someone come in and buy 30 hats on the spot,
dude.
We've done two on-site events. One was a fundraiser, but we brought 3 machines, and basically the people had hats that we made for them there, and anyone that got a hat they brought to us, and we would customize it. It's like, this is a MF CEO that I added to the back of my hat that I did at one of the events we were at. It's a really cool thing for people to see the process of how the machines work. Now, stitching some like 30 hats on site for someone's a little harder to do than just quick text on the back of the hat. Yeah. But what I would do is I would create a kiosk that literally has just our website right there, and a bunch of the hats that they can see in person of what they look like, and just order the hats right there. Because our it literally takes 2 minutes to order hats, and just if they have any questions, walk them through it. And we haven't done it yet, but we're for sure going to get into it. And like you guys talking to Jordan, like get Jordan out at an expo somewhere, just see what happens. I think it'd have a great impact, because like I said, we've literally grown this thing just being on the internet. So Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. And if anyone watching goes to our website now, I'm sorry, but you're going to be bombarded with us everywhere you go until you buy something. And then 30 to 60 days after that to get you to buy again. But we're really trying to branch out into new avenues of finding new customers and getting new customers. Because the ads are great and they work great, but we know that there's so much more out there that we can tap into. Outside of just doing the online stuff.
Yeah, those are great. And as soon as the orders came through, it seems like I was getting some more ads on Instagram and seeing all that stuff pop up.
I've noticed it too.
Which is awesome. You guys are doing a great job getting the name out there for sure.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we actually did create like I was telling you guys earlier, we created the promo code for any of your listeners to use. So I can actually post that in chat. So anyone, well, let me post it. You guys might have to post it.
Oh, okay. You can put it in the private chat.
It's in there. So
I could try to copy it.
KOTG pod is the promo code, but anyone that uses that link to buy hats, and if they buy 12 or more hats, they get 2 hats for free. So
there you go, drunk on guy.
There you go. And then you guys will get a kickback, obviously, get you some hats too for free. So this is like I said, this is a referral program that I stayed up till 3 or 4 in the morning writing the code for a few weeks ago and launched it last week. I haven't pushed it to anyone yet. So this is you guys are kind of my first go at this, but
nice.
The person that goes online and orders, that promo code will be automatically added to the promo check box at the end. They'll just have to hit apply, and then it'll subtract the 2 hats from their order. And then you guys, if you log on your customer portal, you'll see where you're at as far as free hats go, and then same process.
So like, as far as our logo, like you have this logo right here.
Yep.
So, but if someone, let's just say some random person in the chat wants our logo, like
all they have to do, like, and you'll see when you get to our artwork step on ordering, you don't even have to upload anything. Like, you can give it to us now, you can give it to us later. So if just don't upload anything, and in the comments, in any of the comments really, so you can tell us some placement. You can give us details about placement. You can give us details about colors, and then there's a place to give us like just general artwork or general order details. Just right in there that you want the Keep Off the Grass podcast logo.
Okay, and that's what I was going to say. Like, do they actually have to have the file and send it, or?
Nope. So just put in the note that that's what you want, and then our team will see that when the order comes in, and they'll just automatically assign it to the order form.
So you could, in theory, could I just go to the internet, and if I found like a funny picture, like every time I see that Big Deborah one, I just laugh my ass off. So like it's just an example. Like, if I just wanted to get that hat, I could just do it.
The gray area of trademark stuff. It'd have
to
to be something that you actually own the rights to get, and you guys are giving permission to your audience to buy your logo. So we're cool with that. But you can definitely change that a little bit to make it, fair use and to do. But if you're buying it for yourself for personal use because it's funny and you're not reselling it, that's fine. But just don't use a Nike logo or something because we're just going to turn you down on that.
Sure, for sure.
But
don't want to risk it.
And it just kind of piggyback on that comment, like, you can upload anything, but like photorealistic images with needle and thread, like, it's surprising how good sometimes it can turn out. But some people don't have realistic expectations of what's possible. But like I said, we've got some pretty damn intricate designs that we've done.
What's the minimum order you guys do?
Just one hat.
Oh, you guys
so depending,
still do singles?
Yep. So just depending on how many you buy, obviously the price is going to be different.
Sure.
So one hat, anything less than 12 hats, you're going to pay artwork setup fee, which is $50. But if you bought one hat and you paid $50, you never had to pay anything ever again to buy one hat again and again and again and again.
Okay.
Yep. So it's already on file. Anything 12 hats and above, artwork's free. 24 hats, shipping is free, and 36 hats, we actually send you a physically stitched picture of the hat stitched to give us feedback and approval on, to kind of go back and forth. Anything less than 36, you're getting a digital rendering of it, which it's a good representation of what it looks like. But a lot of people, they prefer to actually see the finished stitch product.
Sure.
And that's why we give them the option to do that. And that's helped really. That's people, on big orders, we do it anyways to cover our ass because we don't want to stitch 100 hats for someone and them not like it. So we're always going to do it. But like 36 hats was kind of that middle ground where, we know our quality is amazing. So we know we're going to be fine if the person doesn't want to see it. And a lot of times people it's crazy that they just don't care because they're trusting us. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. Yep, just do it. Like, but what's funny most times is the people that are the hardest to get an order pushed through are the guys that are ordering like 2 hats. And that's where anytime you see one of our bad reviews, it's someone that ordered 1 to 3 hats. And yeah, they're the squeakiest ones of the bunch. And we don't have that many bad reviews. There's only a few out there. And we really do try to work with every single person to make sure they like what they get to. And you know, some people just can't be helped. I know you guys know it. And running
I wish I could show the details better on this, because we have like a little microphone right here in the middle, and it's got like some grass even that kind of sticks out from it, and you guys even nailed that. I mean, just how good and how you guys got the details, crazy. So I know you could do a lot of things. So I'm hoping to see a lot of people with embroidered hats walking around this lawn season.
Absolutely,
logo and stuff. So
I mean,
your iPhone.
If you get 12, the design fee, you don't have to pay that.
Yep.
So basically, you just order 12 hats, it's whatever, and then you got 11 to give away and 1 for yourself. And, for whatever throughout the.
What happens every single time people order hats is they instantly run out, and they have to come back and order more. It always happens. So.
Yeah, exactly.
You can put text on the back.
Oh, cool.
That is a question we got.
Somebody text in the back.
Yeah,
so
you can add text.
Oh,
you can add text to the side and back of that.
Yeah, pop past that.
Got some questions in here.
Yeah.
Personal Thursday's corporate thing. Let's see if we got any other questions.
Well, while you're looking over the questions, we got a couple things that we usually do here at the end. One is we do a lawn of the week. So somebody on the DIY community. And then I heard a little bird say that you guys may have a KOTG hat that you guys want to give away to one of the viewers.
Yes. I don't have it with me. I was supposed to pick it up on the way home from the construction site, but I didn't.
Okay.
But yes, we do have a hat that we want to give away to one of your listeners. And however you want to pull the name out of the hat, or however you want to do it. I'm known for the wheel of names on our website. So what we're going to do is, this is going to blow up here real quickly, is we're going to have everybody that wants to be entered in for that drawing, type in the chat the word HatLaunch. Hopefully you guys know it's one word. So put it all together. HatLaunch in the chat. I'll grab your name, put it on the wheel, and as those blow through, you might have to go back and scroll back up and look at those questions. But
did you tell them it's a pink hat? Did you
it's
tell
a
them
pink hat? Yeah. It's a pink visor, no. So yeah, I'll grab names. We'll get the name and information over to HatLaunch, and they'll send that out to you guys. So
I can pull up Lawn of the Week, Brian. If you
have it, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I got him pulled up right
now.
Well,
you got the music.
Explain
you got the music for Lawn of the Week.
I don't have. Well, Brian's got it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Go. Ooh, there it is.
We'll get to explain it.
All right. Let's see if I can do the spiel. It's been so long. Well, springtime's coming, you guys, and we're bringing back Keep Off the Grass Lawn of the Week, our weekly challenge for those of you guys out there who are laying stripes and growing some green grass. If you're posting pictures on Instagram, use the hashtag KOTG Lawn of the Week, and we're all following that hashtag. We pull it up and we see who's kind of posted what for the past week, and we go back and forth, and we pick our Lawn of the Week. And the winner of Lawn of the Week gets their choice of Pro Pete fertilizer, thanks to John and the good folks over there at Pro Pete. Anything you can find in the 25-pound bags at Home Depot. Also their fossil product, and I forget the name of the new one that's going to be coming out, but eventually they got something.
Endless Green.
Endless Green, there it is. Yeah, something new. I'm going to have to try that out. So, yeah, and this week we have another 2-time winner. I'm going to see if we can present her. Out of North Carolina.
I believe it was his first mow of 2024 as well.
Yeah.
That's
also share audio. There we go. Spencer.
We can't see it.
Oh, you can't? What?
Share. Add it. Oh, well, hold on. I got to add it. There you go.
There we go. Can you see it now, guys?
Click on open. There you go.
Yeah. Can I make it full screen?
Is it Ciliate? What is it? Spencer Elliott.
Spencer Elliott.
ATC.
I'm glad we're starting out 2024 with some straight stripes for
Yeah,
the win, and not getting done with any of those curvy stripes that you see from time to time. So
Those are some nice stripes.
Got to see a bunch of curvy stripes, my friend.
be dumb. Won't get my vote.
We don't need it.
And when was this? This was this February 4th, so just not long ago. He still's got some. It's looking good, man. Whew. Looking good.
Where's he at? I forgot.
Denver, North Carolina, I believe, or
North
Cornelius.
Carolina. Yeah,
I
man.
think maybe Cornelius.
Does it say on there what he's growing?
He's
Gotta be
got some.
Fescue, right?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
Some of
Artemis?
the heritage stuff.
Right on, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking good.
Curve life.
Get out of here.
Oh, we got to have some
Speaking of
curvies.
springtime coming, I know Brian, you said you were getting up into the 50s. We got up into the mid 60s today, almost 70 tomorrow. Might be 70 by Sunday. Nate, what are you guys looking at?
Not quite that warm, but yeah, we were like high 50s today, and I think they're talking maybe crack 60 tomorrow, but I don't know. It's in the back of my mind, it's still February, so
Yeah.
like everyone's licking their chops, and I'm like, it's gonna snow at least once more, and
Sure.
you know,
Olee, what have you been up to, man? You guys are, I mean, if Spencer's mowing, you got to be mowing too, right?
I could have already mowed, but I know that we're going to get hit with another 20 or so degree night, and I don't want it to be burnt. So I'm just going to, like last year, I took off, started mowing, promoting growth, and started getting things going, and we got popped, and everything turned yellow, and I had to wait on it to grow out and mow off. So this year, I'm just I'm holding back, and I'm going to possibly do a little bit of spring seeding, so I'm waiting on a piece of equipment to show up. So I got some things.
All right.
well, you always got some things going on.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Now, Robert, this is Keep Off the Grass, and we're all about lawn care here, and we always got to ask our guests, unless we forget, what their personal lawn looks like. So, no shame, but we got to know.
Click. Now I have a 100-pound dog that just destroys our backyard, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but shout out to D&D Lawn Care, my brother-in-law and his business. He maintains our yard, as in just cuts it. He doesn't make it look good. Our dog destroys that. And I'm also the piece of shit that doesn't pick up his dog's crap. So he rolls through there and gets shit all over his mowers.
So you guys have those like nice tall green patches among the rest of the dead lawn wherever he dropped his deuce.
Yeah. Front yard looks great though.
Yeah.
Backyard, not so much.
Yeah, I don't have a dog, but the backyard it needs some love, and I'm hoping to maybe do something about it this year. But yeah, I mean, if I had a dog, it'd probably be game over for my backyard too.
Yeah. I will mention
with.
this is probably industry standard though, but I feel like if you give someone a free cut that isn't a customer yet, and this is how he did it for me. He just came and cut my grass, and I was like, okay, I'm throwing away my lawnmower. You're cutting my grass for the rest of my life. So I feel like that's a great way to get a new customer. I know there's probably some people who take advantage of that and not become an actual paid customer, but all it took was one time cutting my grass and me not having to take the mower out on a Saturday and push mow my lawn to be done with it. I haven't cut my own grass in freaking, I don't know, a long time. So thanks.
I can respect that,
Dave.
It's not for everybody. That's what I tell people. I was like, if people find me or people I know locally or whatever, and I didn't know you're on, let me check you out. Like, well, don't follow me because you're going to be inundated with lawn care stuff if you do. So if you don't really care about it, just don't. You can look at some stuff, but just don't follow me because you're going to be like, fuck this guy, I'm out of here. In a couple of days, it's going to happen.
The more I stress myself out doing all the business stuff and this constant pressure and growth, there's times where it's like, maybe I do sit on a zero-tone mower and just cut some grass.
It's therapeutic, man. If you're doing it just for fun, if you don't have to,
I'm sure it is.
But you can do it when you need to. I don't know.
Just go buy a few acres just so I can go cut it every now and then.
Yeah.
Olee knows about that.
Yeah.
Every now and then, though, he's out there mowing, and then as soon as he's done, he's got to start on the other end almost and start again.
Oh,
Nice.
man.
Such a big yard, man. That guy.
Brian, how's the wheel?
Awesome. Well, I got the wheel all ready to go.
Nice.
Are you guys ready?
do it.
Let me see if I can find. I didn't do the song. I've still got the Christmas one on there. So let me change it up real quick to something that I think will sound good. All right.
Our dog
Alright.
is a mutt, but it's a Great Pyrenees and lab mix. So he's
All right.
Yeah,
So I
like it.
got a little hat there in the middle. I tried using the logo, but it was
nice.
a PNG and
Uh-huh.
see-through and stuff, so it didn't
I like that
look as
better.
great. So
That's good.
all right, so shuffle it 3 times.
Do we have LTZ in there, Brian? I don't
Yeah.
want to miss him this time.
Yes, LTZ. He's right here. I'm going to highlight his
All right,
name.
all
Everyone can see it.
Don't want to hear him whine about getting left off the wheel.
Jeez,
I'm truly sorry, brother.
because he always wins stuff, you know.
You got to leave him off every once in a while so when
I
he comes
know.
back.
It's only fair.
Yeah, and you got to give everybody else a chance to win.
If he
All
wins, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
He is getting a pink hat if he wins.
We can make it happen.
yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the spin for the KOTG hat.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's a
there we
teaser.
yeah. Eddie. Congrats,
Right
Eddie.
on, right on.
He needs
Eddie's
to go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wins a lot too.
Yeah, he does.
he's been KOTG Lawn of the Week and all sorts of stuff. So,
Yep.
all right.
nice.
Well,
Congrats.
congrats.
We'll get his info from you guys, and we'll ship that hat out tomorrow to him.
Awesome.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you guys doing that for him.
Appreciate being
We'll
on the
wrap it
show.
well.
This has been a really
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah, like I said, it's something different. We don't typically talk hats or but merch, like you said, is in our wheelhouse, and everybody loves merch. So
For sure.
you guys have heard how easy it is to get onto HatLaunch.com and upload your guys' logos, get it all figured out, and get some hats, man. I mean, these are amazing. I'm excited to be wearing these out and
Sure.
about. I mean, these are
Yeah.
nice enough. I'll wear these out on the town, but
Heck
Date
yeah.
night hats.
date night
Yeah,
hats,
buddy.
yeah. My wife will love that. So, yeah. So we appreciate Robert you coming on, and you guys go over there, show them some love, and get some cool looking hats. These are amazing.
And if you didn't win a hat, go buy a KOTG hat anyways.
There you
Yeah,
go.
just put it in the comments.
Logos
and make sure
uploaded.
use that promo code, the KOTG
Yes.
pod.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, so if you do want to order the KOTG hat by doing the way I said it, make sure in the artwork step you select the option that the artwork is already set up, because
Okay.
that will remove that $50 artwork setup fee.
That's a
So
big.
they can buy one hat. Yeah.
Does anybody? Can you go on there and like select other logos that you guys have made
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Not necessarily a
Yeah,
company, but
Not currently, and that kind
Okay.
of playing back to my thoughts on doing some more design, helping people with designs,
yeah.
like having
Yeah,
some
man,
more
yeah.
canned things to choose from and adding text to is definitely in the future. But right now, I'm the guy that
Yeah,
would
you're
have
the
to write
guy.
the code for that. So
Sure.
yeah, so
well, and we're excited
more
for
work.
big things coming. We're gonna look for those new hats you guys design, and
yeah, we'll send you
so we
guys
can
some.
try 'em out.
Definitely,
So
yeah, and that's getting testers, especially you guys that are sweating your ass off
Yeah.
out in the lawns. Like, we need people to test them for us, and I always throw my brother-in-law something to see how's it going to work. And
mhm.
on the shirt side, we're actually, I don't know if you guys would be interested in, but it's like a moisture wicking T-shirt. So
Okay.
like
Yeah.
similar to I think what you're wearing there, Bill. The
Yeah.
kind of like a
thin, kind of athletic
Yeah.
feeling, stretchy.
where it's
nylon,
polyester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you
They
go.
long
So-
sleeve, short sleeve.
Just like it's literally a T-shirt, but in
Okay.
that fabric.
Nice.
So I feel like Dave, my brother-in-law, is going to give him a batch to give his guys and have a wear and see how they like it.
Yeah.
It's very breathable, because summer here in St. Louis, and this over there, and Nate, the humidity is just atrocious, and anything you can do to get airflow is.
So I'm not like a business owner, but my recommendation on the fit is you need to have like a little bit more room, but then make the sleeves a little smaller for those of us that used to work out but don't work out anymore.
Yeah,
the guns aren't there yet.
I buy those XLs and the sleeves are like bird. I'm like, I'm not that small, man.
Yeah.
Why is the sleeve hanging out this far?
Yep.
Give me make me look good.
It'll be a very athletic cut.
There you
like
go.
Generous.
All right, there you go.
Slim athletic
For the gutsito.
You're we're blue collar over here, right?
Yeah, right.
See, some of them are. So I sit at a desk all day. So.
The dad bod shirt.
There you go.
There you go, Dad. Call it
We're
Dad bod
catering
shirt.
too.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks
guys.
for joining, everybody. This was
We'll
fun.
see. Oh, Nate, you want to talk about next week real quick?
Next week.
Yeah, next week we got another guest lined up. You guys have seen a lot of them here in this last year. It's going to be in the irrigation field. Erie Green, one of the new technologies for sprinklers. Bill, you know a lot about Erie Green. I believe you installed them last year.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
Nervously waiting to turn my system back on and see how I did. If there's I don't want to spring a leak. So yeah, man, I'm pumped. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, we'll have Erie Green on the show next week, and it's actually going to be like a 2-part series. We're going to do a show now talking about their product, their history, kind of why it's different from anything else, and then we're going to come back late spring
and have a giveaway.
I hope so. We'll see. And then do more on like the installation and get more into like the app and whatnot, and let Bill relive some of his miseries of trying to install underneath his driveway and all that stuff. So
nice.
Got it done.
So it's gonna be fun to get both of those.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be great.
Thank you, Robert, and we will see the rest of you guys back here in the live chat next week.
Go Hawks.